Today is Monday, April the 15th, and here's the Ichimoku review. We're going to look at just weekly charts today, and we're going to be, as usual, watching the S&P, which last week we saw how it played around with this candle at the top of the wick, at the top of the candle, ended up with some healthy room above the candles. Now we have an opportunity to hit 29.31, and everybody says we will. In the future, though, we have this flat cloud down here, which provides some sort of magnetic attraction. But I think we're going to hit our previous record high before we see any pulling back, because the volatility index is showing that there's absolutely no fear out there. And you can see on the weekly chart with the Ichimoku, how the Ichimoku really shows resistance and support on a weekly basis for even the volatility index. Apple had a 31-cent bump today on a weekly basis. We're just in this little weekly doji, 1 day. Resistance on a weekly basis is going to come up here at 211.92. Earnings are coming up next week, so keep your eyes open for that. Earnings are actually on the 30th. Yes, so it's not next week. It's going to be the week after that. Amazon on a weekly basis. Look where the Chiku span is. It's just sitting on the top of the wick of this week's candle, 26 weeks behind the current candle. Caterpillar said that on our Friday or Sunday, whenever I posted it, weekly summary, that we were going to be playing in this area this week and that we weren't going to be going into the cloud. In order to do that, we're going to have to break through a level of 145. I don't see that as happening. Earnings for Caterpillar are going to be on the 18th. That's Thursday. So keep an eye out for that. I have Caterpillar long. I am going to sell some calls against it because I don't see any big positive news coming out of Caterpillar, given the trade issues that we have with Europe and China affecting it this quarter. GDX, gold. Certainly the Chiku span is being affected by the cloud. 1, 2, and a third tick without breaking into it here. So if we're going to break into the cloud this week, the level is going to have to be 22.47. That would require some weakness in the market. Overall, Intel, this is the weekly chart, still moving up. I mean, it's down today by 22 cents, but it still has an opportunity to hit its previous closing high of 57.30. Let's go down to WDC. This is a weekly chart also, so resistance this week is going to come in at 53.70, and they are reporting earnings on the 29th. So that is going to be not next week, but the week after. Same day as Apple, I think. So that's it. Did I start by saying advancers versus decliners? Decliners led advancers, and we saw our typical opening down midday and then close a little bit higher at the end of the day, but not reaching the first 15-minute high. Below average volume on all three markets. So not an exciting day. I think we're going to have a sluggish week.